Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode of the Drunken Guardian Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Danny Martinez, the Drunken Guardian, and together we are the Drunken Guardian Gaming Podcast. So, there's Boneless Bones. Boneless, I still can't see you. Hiding in the shadows.
Bruh, that's offensive.
Hiding in the shadows?
Smiles.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Boneless Bones
Give me
is
like
here.
30.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Boneless Bones being dark as fuck for this podcast. like a good 30.
Watermark?
30.
The gateway timeout or some shit? Is
Say
that
what?
that is?
Wait, what you
On the
mean?
stream? Is that just
What
me?
happened? What the fuck is that?
It's your boy Boneless Bones back again.
What
What is
websites have you been going to when we
I don't know.
when we end the stream?
Who knows? That's for you to guess.
Just fantasize about.
Oh yeah, Dan was here. He was in Rule 34.
I don't know what that is actually.
No, his
What is
hamster
that?
goes on the computer when he's up.
It makes sense. What is this watermark we're dealing with?
That's a watermark? What do you see?
Yeah, there's a watermark
Yeah.
there. We could not establish a
A
connection
connection to WW whatever.
What is what
Oh,
WWE? What?
www own 3D Pro.
Mhm.
No,
Okay, so it's the chat. All right. So chat
Oh.
is down for now, I guess.
All right.
I'll figure
That's
that
great.
out later. So chat is down, but I can still see the chat. You probably just won't see it on the stream itself. So all right. So this is we'll fix it later. Yeah, I told you. So this is episode 64 of the podcast. Today we're going to be talking about mostly death threats that are going on in the video game industry, specifically Blue Box. We're going to talk about that. Blue Box, not necessarily going to bash them as usual. They're actually getting death threats now, so we're going to talk about that just in general. We're talking about Nintendo and their new pricing for the Nintendo Switch Online plus their expansion pack. And lastly, we'll talk about Metroid Dread, how some of the developers aren't getting credited for their work. Aside from that, don't forget, you guys can subscribe to the podcast by following the show here on Twitch. We are live every Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern time. That's our new time, is 10 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll also be on YouTube and on all audio podcast services. You guys can go to thedrunkenguardian.com for all the links to all those sources if you guys want to hear or see the podcast later on, not live, whenever you get your own time. So anyways, how's everybody been doing? What's everybody been playing? What's everybody drinking?
I'm still trying to figure out this fucking light, but give me like 31 seconds. There we go. Boom.
I played a little bit of
There
Dog
you
Academia.
Oh, you played it now. How you like it?
Jesus
It's good. It's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it's gonna hold my attention, but it's fun though. Play a little bit of that, a little bit of Tales of Arise, a lot of Tekken.
Of
A lot of
course.
Tekken. Hopefully Tekken. That's pretty much it.
Anything drinking today?
Water, nothing.
Agua and Kevin,
Yeah.
you?
Same. So I've been playing. I was playing Demon Slayer. I'm gonna have to take a shot because it's a fighting game. Unfortunately, I've been playing Tekken, and I've also been playing Dread again because my brother's also playing it. So like whatever he doesn't know, I have to inform him, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll go there." And then it's just like that. Like I'm like at 30%, and then I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going my damn self. But I've been playing those games.
Randy, what about you?
I've just been playing Genshin Impact. I played a little bit today. I haven't really played much else this week. I haven't played Smash yet, which Sora came out like 2 days ago?
What? He came out 3 days ago.
I thought we're on the 20th right now. My days are
Nah, bro. It's Happy Friday.
I haven't gotten him yet.
No.
I have seen like videos of like his gameplay though, and I'm really excited about. Do I have to take a shot for that?
Yeah, get him on.
Technically speaking, it's Smash. No, you're good. It's Smash.
Sora involved with
Sora.
Smash, and he's just as excited for that.
That's fucked up because then every time I mentioned Ryu or Kazuya, I had to take a shot.
Oh,
you
you
know
guys take a
what?
shot now.
I have to take a
Nah.
shot.
I think if he takes Kingdom Hearts, says Kingdom Hearts directly, like he goes,
Yeah.
yeah, I seen him, but his sword wasn't the fucking. Then you take a third shot. Like
Yeah.
that fucking meme
fucking
you posted. It's like,
We're all
but
just
the
making up the
ending
rules
was
as we go
fucking
along.
pulled out the
I was
wrong
like-
sword. Take a shot.
He has the fucking the Kingdom Key D, not the fucking one that Sora has. So when I saw it, I was like, what the like what?
Oh,
Why,
he has
why is
D instead of A instead of B.
No, it's D
Nobody
instead of
gives a shit.
L. Because
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
Kingdom Key Dark. See?
Take a shot. Take your shot now.
Trying to explain it and get out of this shot. You better take it, boy.
I'll get it. But I'm having just a goose and tonic again.
Goose and tonic. Okay.
My normal pink drink.
Today
Next
I got
week I might do a gin and juice.
Yeah,
Way
gin and juice.
back.
My mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Oh,
Can we
yeah.
just make that the mantra for today?
Just for tonight.
So today I got
But I'm
your
actually excited
drink.
for this.
Ooh, what's that?
This
It's
is
Door to
your
Darkness.
this is your Door to
Door to Dark-
Darkness Kingdom Hearts drink that I got for Randy here. So it's a blackberry. It's pretty much a blackberry Long Island, except I put some liquor 43 to sweeten it up and some honey syrup instead of regular simple syrup. It's pretty good. It's fucking strong. And that's what I meant for it to be. It's what I meant for it
So-
to be anyway. So
Because it's for me.
yeah. I was thinking
Oh,
about
did
making
we
it
talk
tequila
about
based
your
because I
old-
know you hate tequila so much, but I was just like, nah.
No, it's warming on me. Oh god, at work I've been having like there hasn't been a shift that I'm sober, to be quite honest. But what the hell was I gonna say? Did we mention that you took the Ultimate Weapon when you came to New York, like on stream?
No, I don't think we ever did.
No, we didn't talk about that. Give me your review for now that the time has passed.
So when I went to visit New York, Randy and Kevin, we went out to drink. Randy showed me a couple spots, and we went to one place, just like a dive bar somewhere in Manhattan, and they make something called the Ultimate Weapon, right?
Okay, no, it's not that they make it. It's that I told Taylor about that because
Uh-huh.
like I had thought of it like a long ass time ago,
Mhm.
and he also plays like Final Fantasy. So this was what like almost 2.5 years that
I'm hearing somebody's background.
uh
Probably mine.
Anybody got TV? Yeah.
I think it's an echo of ours. But anyways,
ahead.
Sound like an echo.
I told him about it and he's like, oh, that's pretty cool, whatever. We both had it and he really enjoyed it, but then he decided to like take a spin on it. So what it is, it's tequila, so you can put like Casamigos or fucking Don Julio or
No
whatever, but just a
Casamigos
Blanco.
and bullshit. George
No.
Clooney crap.
No, just like for whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'd rather say Casamigos than fucking Patron, to be quite honest. Again, it's a fucking Hennessy at tequila, like
Yeah.
yeah. So just any Blanco tequila for Garuda because it's from Final Fantasy 14. Danny, you're probably gonna get this. Sober Dan. So you know how Ultimate Weapon, like it's the three titans, the three primals, Garuda, Titan, and Ifrit.
Yeah.
Okay. So Garuda's tequila. Ifrit is Fireball,
Of course.
right? And Titan is Jack for like
Mm.
Earth, right?
Yeah.
And when you put them all
Sounds
together,
terrible.
normally the drink, it's amazing though. The drink looks gold, just like I don't remember the fucking Judge Magister's name, but the pilot, the one that goes into the Ultimate Weapon. You know, he goes Super Saiyan on the elevator and his armor turns gold during the raid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the drink looks gold itself. When you down it, it's pretty rough. It
Yeah.
tastes like a lot like cinnamon, but warm, it's pretty rough.
Fireball. I
Yeah.
like Fireball.
It's really good though. And the bartender Taylor, he decided like, hey, what if we add Shiva to it and like chill it, right? So like put it with ice,
funny,
just shake it
yeah.
up, and then pour it out. Makes it a lot easier to take, but it doesn't make it any less harsh.
Yeah. It's strange too because it has an evolution because it's not like it's just straight up nasty or something. Like
Mm-mm.
it's a strong drink and it evolves from like the fireball to like, and then you taste a little bit of the rest of the stuff little by little. Like
Mhm.
it takes incremental steps. You can actually taste each individual ingredients as you're drinking it down. It's really good. It's really well done.
Because the fireball hits you first, so you get like that
Mhm.
immediate sweet like cinnamon, and if it's chilled, it's a lot softer. And then as it's going, it's like you feel the burn of the whiskey, and then it like smooths out with just like a cool tequila.
Yeah.
And then you feel it in your legs, and you're like, oh shit. Now I'm like,
I had like 3 or 4 of those when I was there.
Mm.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that
And
was
then
pretty good.
the best part is that it's like being a regular. How much would you charge someone for just like that? An ounce and a half of each of those liquors. So it's 4 ounces and a half.
Shit, that's gonna be
A lot.
maybe like $15.
Really?
Yeah,
$50, little
Yeah.
man.
That's pretty cheap.
well,
Could
you
round it
gotta.
up to 20. I mean, money.
It's a small. It's
No, I mean,
it's
like,
in
how
a
much would you
rocks
charge, like,
glass
normal
though. It
liquor?
wasn't on a. It's not like it was like a. It wasn't a tall glass. Like it was still a rocks glass.
No, but it's still it's in a rocks glass, and it's just literally an ounce and a half of each. So it's
You-
4.5 ounces.
You're not putting any. I don't know. I would still say about $15.
But yeah, it's like fucking $8 to $10.
It's about
Yeah.
7 feet.
Yeah.
About 7 feet.
But then again, that's
That's
also
not
where
deep.
where the bar is located. Like the fact that it's a dive bar, like of course they're gonna sell it much cheaper, which works out too.
Oh no, he sells it for 20 when he's on.
What? $20?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Damn.
you were
It's
getting
actually
it for
stock.
8.
Wait, what? I what?
So you were getting it for 8.
Oh yeah, no, I'm getting it
Okay.
for cheap.
Yeah. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah,
Everyone
$20
else not so
bucks.
much.
Yeah, I mean that's still worth it though. Like that makes up.
Oh
for
no,
the
hell
liquor
yeah.
costs.
'Cause
Hell yeah.
It makes up for liquor costs, and you definitely get your fucking money's worth for the $20.
Yeah, you get fucked
You
up.
definitely make it your money's worth for fucking 8. Like,
But then again, like you could have maybe like 2 or 3 Long Islands for like half that, or maybe a little bit more than half that, and still get fucked up too. But still, it's a good drink. Yeah. Shit. What else? Oh, so I been playing, and the review's up, so which is now I could talk about it. This game called Unmetal. Did I tell you guys about it yet?
oh, the Metal
You
Gear.
told me about it.
Yeah, I know I
Big
told
game.
Danny about it, and I was telling his cousin about it. This fucking game is like a Nintendo ripoff of the old school Metal Gear game, except it's a parody version. It's fucking hilarious. It's done so well. It's made by one guy, and
know.
it's super funny. It's like it makes fun of all the 80s 90s like action heroes and movies and the video game. Like the Solid Snake dude is like his name is Jesse Fox, so I guess it's like Foxhound type shit. And he's got the bandana thing, and it's so good. Reviews up on that in the Coalition if anybody wants to read it. Get it. It's only like $20. It's like super worth it, and I'm still not finished playing it. Like I'm almost done with it. I stopped as soon as I got like, I would say like 80% done with the game, and then I finished my review.
Are you gonna 100% it?
I don't know what 100% is. I just want to finish the game though. Speaking of 100%, so I finally beat Metroid now too.
What?
And the
Let's
first
go.
thing I
How
said
long is the
to,
Metro game?
Huh?
How long is it?
I clocked in about 7.5 hours.
Oh, that's pretty short.
Yeah. So the first thing I said to Kevin on Instagram, like as soon as I beat it, I said, "Fuck 3 phase bosses." Like that fucking. First of all, that game is hard overall, and not so much like the enemies, like the regular enemies, but I'm talking about the sub bosses, and the bosses in that game are the hardest ever in this franchise. Like there is no way you can pick and observe every boss's patterns without dying at least once or twice.
Wow.
15 times, baby. 15 times per boss.
So every boss I probably died once or twice, more so with some others. And it is fucking hard. It was frustrating as hell. But it was just like, like people get that sense with Dark Souls. Like once you beat that boss, oh my God, it feels so good. And then and then the last boss, no spoilers. Last boss, you get to them. There's a really cool twist ending. There's a really cool twist to the story in general. But the last boss has 3 fucking phases, and it took me forever, hours trying to figure out this like his pattern for at least the first 2 phases, because the third phase is fairly similar. But like it's such a good game. It was, Kevin, like, oh man, that was so good.
That boss fight really taught me a lot, because like you think like, oh yeah, he's gonna fall into the same pattern. Then he hits you with that specific thing. Like I don't want to spoil it, but it's something that if you get hit by it, you'll be like, damn, I really don't want to ever do this again.
Yeah.
He forces you to think like, yo, I'm never gonna do it ever again.
Yeah.
So you just like pew 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 pew, waiting for your turn to shoot him, and then the whole scene. And I was like, you know what? I'm not getting involved with this man. I was at least half screen every time I fought him. At least. Just
Yeah.
blasting rockets at him. I was like, nah.
I didn't like the jumping, the double jumping. It was really you
It was
really have
weird.
to like, yeah, it
It
was
was
weird
weird.
because most of the
It's
time in any
timed.
game, yeah, it's timed. There's a window on where you have to actually hit to actually do your double jump. You can't just double jump at any time at any point in the first jump. You have to time it. So it took a long time to get used to.
So
You-
there's
you-
actual skill to this game
Yeah.
Well,
in
yeah.
2021.
Wow.
This game's not for kids. Not like at all.
Oh no.
Not at
Mommy, I
all.
want to play Metroid.
Even most Metroids are like pretty fucking frustrating, to be quite honest.
Oh yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never,
It-
but I've never been frustrated with like the bosses. Like it's never been
I
difficult.
don't
It
mean
was
like
just
frustrating, but that's the thing. Like very
Yeah.
time consuming
Mhm.
and dreadful.
Mm.
Oh, and
You will?
that's the other thing too. The Emmys were just as frustrating. Like it was still cool because the Emmys, they bring a sense of dread. Like when they pop up and they're in designated areas, so you always know when they're going to.
No, when you step in their house.
Yeah,
you step in their own
you
house.
step in their neighborhood. You step in their neighborhood, and that's when they start to track you. Each one of them, there's different ones. Each one of them has their own type of characteristics and like special skills that make it more difficult. They're incrementally more difficult as you progress through. And like when you get captured, you have a split second of an opportunity to reverse and escape that Emmy, and it's
Mhm.
damn near hard, like impossible to hit that shit unless like you've died a couple times and then you kind of get the timing right. Oh my god.
90 plus deaths on just Emmys alone. Like
On
the
just
first, I would
Emmys.
say 4 Emmys, I died at least 90 times, and it was per Emmy. So that's how bad I am at parry.
I said this sounds really exciting.
No,
It is.
it's fucking amazing. I love
Yeah.
that game, and I'm gonna replay it again because it's so fucking good.
Yeah. It was
And-
very
Are you
well
gonna
done.
100% it one more time?
Huh?
Are you gonna 100% it one more time?
Yeah, of course. Because I want to see. I want to get all the stuff. You know, I'm a collector.
I'm good with what I had. I
You don't wanna-
had 5 tanks, 100 and maybe like 10, 15-ish missiles. I just left it at that.
115, champ.
Yeah.
You gotta bump those numbers up. I need at least 300.
Is that how many you can get?
I think it's either no. I think it's like 3. Yeah, it's 300 or 275.
Wow.
But yeah, it's fucking amazing, bro. I'm unloading. I'm not gonna fight anybody. Just boom, 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 boom. Shoot the missile.
When you started blasting.
Exactly. Just honk, 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 honk. That's how my gun. But yeah, Randy, whenever you get that game, that shit is amazing, and I
Mhm.
hope that they release DLC or anything for that game. That game, it deserves it.
What about
I
the storyline? Storyline makes sense, or does it have
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
episode of-
It's
Yeah.
part it's canon. It's part the canon. Again, like no spoilers in the ending part, but it connects. It's just before, what was it, Fusion or Zero?
Yeah.
Which one was
Yeah.
it?
That would
Before,
make a lot
it's
of
just
Fusion.
before Fusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain why you lose all your shit again.
Yo,
No,
all right.
never,
Can
never.
I ask a question? Because I know it's not a spoiler, but it is something that does happen in the game. I mean, it is.
Still can't
explained-
lose this shit. Know what I
No,
mean?
no. It's like
I
he
don't
was
know
like,
how
oh,
to
it's like
double jump anymore.
it's like physical fucking what is it, amnesia? And I was like, what the fuck does it even
What is
mean?
this? Physical amnesia?
Yeah, that's what he says, and I'm like, bro, nah, you're gonna have to clarify
Bro.
that to me because I need to know what
Yeah.
that means.
That's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
because they had one in the entire
what?
game. There's an AI that speaks to you, so there's actual dialogue in the game, but it's just a robot or the computer that's talking to you. So they explain it away with actual dialogue that she just had physical amnesia. Just like,
I was-
damn.
God.
Samus is actually in a vegetative state. She's just in the hospital bed thinking all of this. Oh my god! I was like, I can't. Like that was the one thing that was like, when I saw that, I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that means, but this game looks cool. I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
All right.
Wait, okay, so
Yeah, go ahead.
pick a game for me because I'm now hearing you guys talk about Dread. I want to do that, but I also want to play Psychonauts 2. But I
Mhm.
also want to do Tales of Arise.
I would
Uh,
do Psychonauts before
I would do
Tales of
so.
Arise.
Yeah.
Tales of Arise, it's
To
still right,
s-
but it's
actually,
it's
I know
if you
I,
played
I've
one,
seen
you played them
Tales, and
all.
it's well, that's
So
it'd be my first Tales to be quite honest.
if we're
Mhm.
Oh,
if
you
we're
haven't played
talking
it.
about
No, I haven't
length
played it yet.
though, if we're talking about length though, I would honestly
Arise.
say
Like,
I'll say
Metroid.
Arise.
Talking
Metroid.
about
No,
girth.
Rise is an RPG. You got to take your time with that shit.
No, that's
It'll
what I'm
take
saying. Like,
forever.
if we're talking about length, I would say Arise. If you want to have
No,
like a
no.
good
I mean to like knock them out quickly. Like I would
Oh
start with
yeah.
Metroid first, and then Psychonauts, and then you could take your
And
time with
then
Arise. Yeah,
Ah.
that's how I would do it. That's just me.
Psychonauts and Dread are about the same length.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I don't
I
know.
mean,
I
Psychonauts
guess.
is pretty quick.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
if
I
you
mean,
try
that's
to
if
like
you,
100% it,
really.
it's still not that long.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
There,
Okay,
there's a
well, maybe
website where you could
maybe I'll
look
do
up the
that.
exact length. So I guess yeah, you could always
Yeah,
just
I
find
mean,
that
it
out.
has a lot of collectible type shit that you
Mhm.
like. People like to do
Yeah.
like because
Eh,
whenever you go in a dream world, there's tons of like
The
the
figments and shit.
memory, yeah, the figments of
Yeah.
the memories, whatever, and there's tons of them. So and you get to go back and do all that bullshit. So
Mm.
Fucking Dan, have you played Neo?
I've been playing it. I played it.
Okay,
I
good.
played it like most of the day yesterday.
Good.
What am I on? I'm on the 6th day now on
Of
the
week
first
one?
week. On week 1.
I turned it on and then turned it off.
He's like, let me see my progression. All right, that's good enough.
I'm
I'm gonna
trying
head
to
out.
find.
I'm
I'm
done.
trying to find the
I
the
can't.
golden pig right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That one's a long level.
Mm.
How
Yeah.
long is it?
Yeah,
About
because the
7
thing is,
feet.
it's like because you can make it, you can make the last boss really easy, or you could just make it a little bit easier.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep it on hard. Or like I
No,
want.
I don't mean like difficulty wise. I mean just
Okay.
like in terms of like what you're doing in the thing.
Yeah.
You'll see what I mean, but it's interesting.
Mm.
Um, yeah. Okay, cool, no problem. So you
Yeah.
should
So
definitely
I should
finish
make
the
my
most of it at
goal
some point.
for maybe mid-December. I should be finished if I continue on this trend.
If
If I could play pretty much every weekend, like all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I should be
Mhm.
good.
I'm giving you until Christmas.
Christmas, okay,
Yes.
and then spoilers.
And then
Yeah.
We'll
spoilers.
do a spoilers episode for that and Metroid and
My God.
Psychonauts.
Yes.
I think by then I should at least be done with my third run of Metroid.
You'll be on your
Yeah.
fifth.
No, you gotta.
Like,
You're supposed to finish Neo too. You gotta finish Neo also though.
He hasn't even played one.
I haven't played. No,
Oh,
I said I'm
shit, that's
jumping straight
right.
to Neo. Jumping straight
Well,
to Neo.
actually, to be fair, you could actually do that. You could play Neo because it isn't like independent. You will just be confused at certain parts when they do like mention some shit from the first game, and you're like, okay.
Listen, if I just get a random
They
text at like 6 a.m., like, yo, what the fuck does this mean? It's just like, just play the first, just refer to the first
Refer
game. I
to
was like,
first
all right, I
game.
get it. Refer to the first game.
Then
That's all right, cool.
this isn't really like a spoiler, but what they do is that they also refer. Okay, so there's a phone version of World Ends With You and a Switch version,
Mhm.
like solo mix and then
Mhm.
whatever the fuck.
Mhm.
They have extra shit at
Mhm.
the end and after the end that's actually canon.
Mm. Okay.
And yeah, so when I was a little confused at some points, and I was like, oh, okay, they're referring to things in the midpoint that I didn't fucking really do. So yikes,
Oof.
I got to play it on the Switch.
All right.
As good as it is on the DS, you also have to play it on the Switch if you like want to get the whole fucking story. But they do pretty a pretty good job in like summing it up.
Got you. Do
They're,
it. So do I have to play the DS version as well?
if you want to have fun, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it's a pretty good thing in of itself.
All right.
Hey, chat's
On
working again. Awesome. Okay.
to the news.
Cool. So on to the news. Yeah, I got 2 pieces of articles. I got 2 articles here that I just want to say quick and easy, nothing to really talk about, but just pretty much some updates and some information I feel that people should know. So there was a bit of an update that we talked about in the last episode with the Twitch no ban list.
Mhm.
Kotaku posted an article talking about the Washington Post had conducted an interview with Twitch staff about the list, only to find out that it's an old, outdated list. So it's almost about 5 years old. They have a quote here. They say, and when it was in place, it was less about offering blanket protections for popular streamers and more about creating a system in which those streamers weren't banned for something dumb, as one former staff put it. For instance, big names who often broadcast non-gaming streams, like Tim the Tatman Betar, were indeed marked as do not ban, but only to inure Twitch staff from getting inundated with ban notices. It's not that bans were ignored outright. It's just that an account marked as do not ban wouldn't get banned in the blink of an eye by an admin without due diligence. End quote. So I'm sure this doesn't change our opinion about the negligence and responsibility Twitch has for like the young consumers, or the special treatment some streamers do have. But I thought it would be fair to update everybody on the topic, just so everybody knows. What we discussed basically is about something that was really old, and I guess they don't really use it that much. And even if they did, they kind of use it for the right reasons, for the most part, anyways. So I'm sure our opinions on everything we talked about though hasn't really changed.
Yeah,
Go ahead, go ahead.
does. It does like it makes. I'm not gonna say it makes sense, but it makes sense in the sense of like they did something dumb under YouTube, and then like somebody bans them, tries to get them banned for like that reason. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's what I'd be like. It makes sense, but why even have the not ban thing? You know what I mean? Just like review
Well, you can
the
see that for that. What's that girl? The Anomaly, whatever her name is.
validity.
Oh,
Oh,
the Amaranth.
Amaranth, yeah.
Everyone starts with the A
hot-
at this fucking point.
yeah,
fucking
Fucking
the one
SML.
with the hot tub thing. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
see that with she probably getting so many complaints of how she's in a hot tub, she's having
Right.
blah blah blah. And after a while, they're like, she's not breaking any rules.
Yeah.
So put her on the list. If you see it, just don't worry about it because she's not breaking any rules. We monitor her all the
Right.
time. We don't see her doing anything. And this is why she gets away with so much stuff. Or
Yeah.
quote unquote, gets away with.
She
so much
holds
stuff.
on to that borderline, that fine line right there between Twitch policy and just breaking it. Like she just
Yeah,
she
and
rides that line.
but it's one of those things where you got millions and millions of people watching,
Yeah.
and you could have hundreds of thousands, like easily have even 1,000 complaints about one person. So you just gotta put it in the back burner,
Yeah.
Especially when they probably have it on auto, doesn't even come through their, their filters type of thing, and
yeah, because they're spanking their shit to it.
Okay. All right. Next article, real quick. Something real quick that people should just know about. Valve's Steam Deck has now has a verified system for their games. People were curious as to what games will be compatible with the Steam Deck. Now you can know by looking to see yourself if the game has been verified for compatibility. Aside from the verified category, there is also the playable category, which says you can play the game on the Steam Deck, but you may have to mess with the settings a little bit. That's the gist of it. And the other two categories speak for itself, which is unsupported and unknown. So this is a useful system for everybody, so there's no guessing. If a game's unknown, for example, it just hasn't been reviewed. It just hasn't been reviewed yet. It just haven't been reviewed yet by for Steam Deck use. So that's pretty much it. So they have a system for that. Anybody have anything to say real quick about it before we move on to the actual articles we talk about?
It's
Team Fortress 2 though. Team Fortress 2 on Steam Deck. Just wanted to know if anybody done it.
Nah.
We have to play that.
I already put my $5 down for it, so I'm good.
Yeah.
All right. I'm definitely down for that.
Oh yeah. But also it's kind of like a no shit kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or the verified thing is like, oh, as long as it has this resolution, full controller support, it's like, yeah, duh, fucking you're not gonna have mouse and keyboard attached to fucking Steam Deck. And then with VR games, it's like, oh, you need a VR headset.
I like that
Anyone
the
could've
article
fucking told you that.
explained. The article explained like, yeah, VR is not going to work on there.
No.
Obviously, like who would in their right mind would think that?
People are fucking idiots. So I'm pretty sure that there was someone like, I could play Half-Life Alyx on the go. Like, no, you can't.
In the train station with my VR headset.
I could be playing Resident Evil 4 in VR on my fucking Stream Deck, just flipping over. Oh man. Yep.
I mean, if people go on the train blasting shit on speakers, I'm pretty sure they would play games on VR on the fucking train as well.
They would.
Oh, that would be
They would.
terrible. That sounds like a whole accident
New
waiting to
Yorkers
happen.
got no shame.
Was it?
Someone's
What's
getting
the-
robbed or
What's
stabbed.
the movie? Ready Player One.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Sonic.
All right. So there's that. That's some quick news for you guys. The first article that we're going to talk about, we're talking about Blue Box yet again. This time, though, it's actually to their defense to have a discussion about it. Blue Box has been getting a lot of death threats, apparently, and it has been affecting their productivity to what they're working on. So I want to read their Twitter. And it's a little long, but just bear with me because it's important. The following message is not addressed as a company, but as a group of human beings. The last few days has been difficult. Death threats are increasing online, but unfortunately also physical, and this has to stop. We have been dealing with death threats the past few months, and the last few days we have been dealing with it again, especially physically. This not only affects us as a team, but everyone within our environments, other businesses, families, and everyone surrounding us. We want to work in a safe environment, and with the job openings upcoming in the future, we want to offer a safe work environment for future colleagues as well. We won't tolerate this, and we will take action by providing authorities IP addresses, logs, and camera footages. We are fully aware of negative situations we have created, and we truly understand your frustration, but we don't understand what we don't understand are death threats. We understand and appreciate your interest for Abandoned. We are working hard on Abandoned. We will start a regular blog on our website that you can follow, and we will post any news on Abandoned on our Twitter. But all we ask until then is just give us space and let us work on Abandoned. Please. Thank you. So that was their Twitter. And we don't have to necessarily talk about Blue Box specifically, but if you guys have anything in mind, you guys feel free. But I just want to talk about death threats in general. How this is the type of stuff that gives gamers a bad name, and why people think that the entire community is toxic because of like situations like this. You don't see this often in like the movie industry or the TV show industry. You don't hear about death threats, as much as you do like in the gaming industry, at least from what I noticed. Like it's fucking ridiculous, and I just like. I know it's already easy to say, yeah, death threats are unacceptable, period. But like, what are your guys' thoughts on just death threats in general? Blue Box, regardless if they're fake or not, like they don't deserve this shit. Like, what are your thoughts? Anybody?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go
Anybody
ahead.
wants me to go first? All right, cool. Death threats. Listen, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You shouldn't be so upset at an industry making a fucking game enough that you want them harmed. It's a fucking video game. It's gonna come out regardless. I understand you're upset at for whatever reason, but you're getting so upset about a fucking video game that you want somebody to get hurt over making it. Doesn't make sense. Just wait it out. It's gonna come out eventually, and that's it. Like we're fucking gamers. That's what we're here for. We're here for if they need more time, we give them the extra time. We don't bitch and moan over it because then we don't want another game that's like unplayable, broken, and then bitch and moan because we're like, oh, we waited 2 years and then this game came out and it's like this. We don't want that. Just wait for the fucking game to come out and be patient because that's all that matters.
It still doesn't even make people happy then, because CD Projekt Red had caught death threats after Cyberpunk came out because of how broken it was. So it's like developers can't win either way.
Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't. At this point, it sucks, but just it's not worth it. You should never get into the mindset of like saying I want this person to suffer this way or that way. It's a fucking video game, man. Come on, it's like give them the space that they need, or give them just give them time. That's it. Even if the game comes out and it's shit, you gave them the time. That's the most that can happen. But I don't understand.
I don't know.
Not all people are like that.
I don't know what goes through people's mind. Like even if they don't really mean it, like just the fact that you would say it, I don't think people understand that like you saying those things makes people very wary about their surroundings. It makes people paranoid. It makes people anxious because they don't know how far a human being can go. because there are actual horror stories of people tracking down other people from online and
Mhm.
actually killing them.
Mhm.
For
One, a World of Warcraft one. Is that
yeah,
what you're gonna mention?
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the dude went fucking
And
overseas.
Counter Strike. What's that?
Did it cut off or? But the guy went
I,
fucking overseas to like
yeah,
find this guy and fucking murder him. Like
yeah. He tracked them
over a
down.
fucking
Like
game.
people are capable of doing this. So for those who just want to, even those who are just all talk and just want to say that shit and think it's harmless, it's not. Like it still affects people mentally, and then it just you're not gonna get the game that you want. You're not gonna get the quality of the game that you want if you're just fucking with people, whether you mean to or not. Anybody else?
Most of it has to do with like them thinking. Well, those people sending out the threads thinking that it was like going to be a Silent Hill game. This is a case of like super fans, or not even super fans, just fucking psycho dickheads. Not once was anything ever promoted as Silent Hill. Kojima was not at all involved with this, and it's everyone just like being crazy and trying to like put pieces together of something that doesn't exist, and then getting upset that that's not the case. So that's what they like. Oh, I want a new Silent Hill game. Cool, so do I, but
Right.
I'm not gonna fucking kill someone over it.
Yeah.
If it ends up being something else, and maybe it'll even be fucking better than Silent Hill. It could be something better than what we expected PT to be. But it's not worth like any of this shit. Fucking even with No Man, I know you don't like this, the whole No Man's Sky thing,
Mm-hmm.
but they were receiving a lot of death threats when their
Mhm.
game came out and finished
Mhm.
because there was a lot of promise shit, whatever. And even after they were fixing it, it's still death threat, death threat, death threat. You cannot make anybody happy, and it's not even a thing of you can't make everybody happy. You just can't make anyone happy.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna be upset that the game came out and finished. Someone's gonna be upset that the game didn't come out. Someone's gonna be upset that I'm actually surprised that fucking Duke Nukem Forever didn't get this type of fucking like shit going on with them.
I think with
And that
people's
was like a
expectations had
fucking
dropped
game.
to that point because it'd been like
Mhm.
15 freaking years and multiple developers and consoles. Like people were just like, yeah, this is gonna suck no matter when it or where it comes out. I think that was that was the only different situation. That's just my own opinion about it. But
Because I mean, what
with
is
No
it?
Man's
Psychonauts
Sky,
2 was like 16 years, wasn't it?
yeah. But the thing is,
Yeah,
so
that one did come out being good, but also had it come out like a shit game, I still don't think that there would have been death threats to fucking Tim Schafer or Double Fine.
yeah, because they have a good reputation as well. Like
They, they have had some of their shit like
like what?
Double Fine. No, oh no, wait, sorry, no, I'm thinking of what the fuck am I thinking of? No, sorry, I was thinking of like a whole different fucking thing of point and click stuff.
So Hello Games wasn't as known, and of course you already know how I feel about like the false advertising of the game and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And just never would I condemn him to death because he lied to me. And what happened was when the game came out, people did the proper thing and voiced their opinion with their wallets. They sent refunds back. They gave it bad reviews. They fucking bombed that shit. And what did they do? They made the game better, incrementally better, better, and better and better. And that's the way it should be. So if Blue Box was a scam or if they came out with a shitty game, wait till everything is done and then speak with your wallets or speak with your voice. That's all you need to do.
Especially that thing that you said, the false advertising thing. The guy for No Man's Sky, he actually said things that were going to be in the game that were not, that were later implemented only because it ended up being so fucking bad in the beginning.
Yeah.
Nothing was said about Silent Hill when this was a fucking thing.
Yeah. Those are just assumptions.
Yeah. Again, everyone was just like, oh, what was it from Always Sunny, the whole Pepe Silva thing?
Yeah.
That's all the fuck it was.
Yeah. Danny, did you have
And
something?
it's a good thing though that they're like sending out IP addresses and everything because
I think I think a lot of it has to do with the day and age with keyboard war.
Say it again.
for me so fucking
You're breaking up.
No, the opposite. I think it has to do with this day and age with keyboard warriors
Okay.
who say more than they would have with the keyboard, and it's just ranting and raving, and yeah, it may seem they're drastic on it because they know they can write and type anything they want, and there are no repercussions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think Blue Box is a little oversensitive. Can't take everything with a grain of salt of what people are saying. It's like, man, I wish you die or I wish you fucking guys burn to hell. you obviously don't mean that in realistic terms. They're not gonna actually, you know, go out there and do anything. It really is just
Well,
people ranting and raving over dramatically because they
well,
can
it's
say and do whatever they want on the internet because it's the internet.
you say
Okay.
that,
Um,
but it's just like I said, there are sick people,
yeah,
literal
there are
sick people
no
out
well,
there that are
there's
capable
yeah,
of doing that.
of course, and as anybody could do anything at any time. It's
I
just
think it's
it doesn't mean you
possible.
really have to worry about all that happening. I mean,
Mm.
guy could walk into your bar and just kill everybody for no reason. I mean, just something is happening doesn't mean you have to worry about it or really even pay mention to it
You
because
wouldn't be
by you,
scared for your life or your family's life because you're getting multiple death threats, and let's say 500 death threats. At least one of those people might actually live up to those promises.
It's also not just that of like who has the balls to actually go out and do it. There's two things. One, it's not that they're not sensitive because even then anger is still sensitivity. If you have uncontrollable rage to the point that you could like threaten someone's life, even if you don't fucking mean it and it's like a spur of the moment kind of thing, you're still fucking sensitive, right?
yeah,
Another thing is that let's say we're just focusing on Twitter. For some absurd fucking reason, these keyboard warriors have this beautiful fucking obsession with doxing people,
Yeah.
finding out their IP addresses, finding out their actual addresses, finding out who their family members are, and then actively going on and posting the shit online. Like, hey, this is this person's number, and this is their wife, this is their kid, this is their mom, their aunt that lives in another fucking country, and now we all know where the fuck they live.
It's
There are
easier and
tons of
easier now
people
to
that love,
find
yeah,
find that stuff out.
tons of fucking people that love to like just send out IP addresses, track that shit down, figure out where the fuck anyone lives, and yeah, sure, someone might not actually have the balls to do anything with that information, but maybe one person is just fucking mad enough that they're like, oh, I want the next Silent Hill game, and then it's a fucking murder suicide case.
yeah. But at the same time, I mean, when you get to that level of popularity and whatever, is some expectation of this is what this might come. I mean, like you're telling me, like there are musicians, movie theater actors, they all get the same thing because of somebody who hates a show that everybody fucking like Game of Thrones or whatever. One of the main bad guys, like they hate that person so much where they'll literally get death notes. This has happened in the past, and people are just silly and stupid and can write whatever they want.
So
Yes, of course, there
okay.
are the cases of people going too far and thinking this shit's real and going, wait, I just play a character, calm
So
down.
you're saying don't have any sympathy for these people because they should have expected this.
No, I don't say any sympathy. I don't think of it either way, whether sympathy or uh I don't feel sorry. I don't know. I'm in the middle of it because I mean it is what it is. I mean, you can't live your life expecting until the worst is gonna happen. And if these fucking threats do happen, and you pay more attention to it, it's only gonna bring notoriety to go, oh fuck, they actually listen to me, and they're still not doing anything, and it might piss them off more. If you just ignore the fucking thing and not say anything,
Ignoring
period, it would
ignoring is just as bad though. Not saying any,
Yeah.
and you know, Blue Box.
no
Blue Box
because
doesn't say shit. Like Blue Box stays in the shadows for anything and everything when it involves this game. So like
I
the
don't know.
fact that they came out
Actually,
with this statement
I feel
was
like Blue
surprising.
Box is I feel like Blue Box is the opposite. I feel like Blue Box constantly puts out shit to have
Do you follow
to
their
keep
Twitter,
yourself.
which is their only method of marketing? It's
Yeah,
non-existent, and their
but
website is even worse.
yeah, but all we hear is just about these games coming out or not coming out. I should say. I feel like it's all marketing schemes on their end. So
That I mean, that I agree.
what's happening and
It could
what's not
possibly be a
happening.
marketing thing, but I don't know. It's just they're getting death threats. It doesn't mean that they can't be mentally exhausted from hearing these
But
things,
at the same
especially
time,
because they don't have experience with this type of exposure, whether it be infamous or famous. Like they're not used to this type of exposure, and they're getting these death threats now.
Or
Like
that type of pressure either.
that's like
but
me,
at the
like
same
little old
time, they're
me right
trying to.
now.
I know, but at the same time, they're trying to recoup their public persona because right now the public persona is that the blue box is a scam, right? That's what everybody thinks. They're a scam. They keep coming out with games. They promote them, but they don't actually come out. It's just
But
it's
that
scam,
still
scam, scam,
wouldn't
scam.
stop
That's just
death
not real.
threats.
Death, death, there's that threat, and they're like, oh wait, we can point out these death threat, and most companies, I can bet money, there are a lot of companies that get this and don't point it out. I'm sure if I can even marry or something, right now, how dare you cast fucking, a non-Italian guy? Fucking, we're gonna
Wait,
shove a fucking
who the
sausage up your ass.
Normal.
who
What do you
the
mean?
fuck is Chris?
So yes, I mean
No,
that's
he's
a
not
good point.
Italian. He's normal now.
Say it again, Randy. You were cutting off.
Papa the boopy.
I said he's not Italian. He's normal. That's what Chris
No,
Pratt.
Yeah. Well, so the thing is that like yeah, I'm sure Nintendo gets their share of death threats all the time, but again, this
I'm
is a
saying, but
difference.
but you
This is the
don't hear,
difference
but you
between
don't
a
hear about
giant
it.
company that's already used to it and knows how to handle it versus a small company who's not used to this exposure yet.
But how? Yeah, you may be a small company, but right now you have notoriety of a larger company. I've never heard of the fucking term blue box until all these fucking things happen. So it's gotten much bigger, and it
Mhm.
keeps, for whatever reason, every month you hear it in the news of something, and it probably will continue until they actually do release this game, for good or for
And
bad.
that's honestly how it's gonna be. Like the only thing that Blue Box can do is like, again, they can try to ignore it as Sober Dan said, but as once a product comes out, then that's the only way you could shut anybody up at this point.
Yeah, I mean, and
Is
I think that's the
going back to
biggest.
No Man's
That's the
Sky.
biggest thing is if you were to ignore it and just okay, look, I'm gonna put out a game, whether you like it or not. Here's the game.
Okay. So just
You
fuck
start
everybody that
No,
gets death threats.
that's a
They should
kind
know
of
better.
no, that's a kind of like thin ice thing. The it's a really weird kind of situation because with No Man's Sky, at least they had a product that they could keep on fixing because they were receiving death threats, but the head of the fucking Hello Games thing, he was making sure that the team was working without knowing what anyone was saying, right? So he's like, you know what, just keep on working. I'm gonna handle the death threats. I'm gonna keep everything to myself. I'm gonna make sure that everything gets filtered so that they wouldn't see any of that, so it wouldn't affect the morale.
Mhm.
Blue Box is letting every single employee see that shit.
And it's gonna affect them around now.
Yeah. So with that, it's gonna
It's
scare them.
smart. Yeah.
That's
I'm
me.
not saying that what Hello Games did was proper in keeping it like hidden from everyone that's working on the game, because at that point it's like they wouldn't know if someone was gonna do
If they
something.
were in danger, yeah.
Yeah. But it made it a lot easier for them to like fix something. Now I'm pretty sure everyone's so on edge, and it's gonna cause some kind of chaos in what they're doing.
So you're
But
saying
right
that
now there's no right way to handle something, but everyone that's not in the company is handling it very fucking wrong by like sending out all those threats. There's no need to be that fucking upset over a goddamn fucking game. You
Yeah.
can play with another fucking game, or you can play with
Lots of other games to
yourself.
play.
That's it.
Lots of other
what if I
games
want
to
to
be
play a game
passionate
with
about.
myself?
What happened?
Get off your
No,
damn
I didn't hear
game.
what I said.
I'm sorry. I said you can either, but what if I want to play a game by myself with myself?
Game
That's
myself.
no, that's okay. There's a lot of games like on old flash sites that you could play with one hand. It's fine.
That is true.
And even if you're right-handed, right, you could still learn how to do it with your left.
That's a stranger.
That's
All
the
right.
stranger.
Stranger.
I thought the stranger was one like you sat on your hand and like it fell asleep.
Nah, that's the
Yeah.
next door neighbor.
Is that what it's
Oh,
called?
that's a neighbor.
Why are we talking about this? God damn it.
it always something.
It's always
Watch
You know-
no 5 episodes from now on episode 69.
this
No
is
one's gonna
why
say
we need
anything sexual.
This
Yeah.
this is
Yo,
why
can I tell you?
this is why it was nice to have Letty, because I'm glad that she has the same sense of humor as us. If we ever have another future female, which I hope we do, like they have to have the same sense of humor, because like it gets out of hand sometimes.
Yo, can they? Can I just,
Once everything is settled over there with Letty,
uh-huh.
she's coming back and we're doing this shit again.
Okay, I want to name that. I think I'm gonna name it "Hello Neighbor." Just-
Hello neighbor.
Hello Neighbor.
That's good.
Nah, they definitely won't.
All right.
No,
Yeah.
Oh
So
man.
that's bad. Don't mess with people's minds. Like that's just like if you suffer from mental health issues, then you should have complete empathy over somebody else that may be affected the same exact way. Come on now. Like don't make people just as bad as you are.
and the most mundane fucking thing is not worth threatening anyone's life over at all.
Don't be stressed. Get
If you want a new fucking Silent Hill so goddamn bad, play the one that you like. Just keep on doing that. Dude,
Replay the whole series over again.
Yes, I'm sitting here on my ass, still playing Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm taking a shot right now. Still playing Kingdom Hearts 2 because I don't like 3, and even then, I'm
How
gonna play
long?
Melody.
How long has Kingdom Hearts 2 been out?
15 years was it? No,
more or less.
it had its anniversary recently.
Yeah. Don't say
But
shit
it's like,
about
dude, I've been
not
playing
being
that
able to
since
play
I
the same
was-
game more than once.
Honestly.
Oh my god.
I'm not pressed for a Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm not pressed for Dark Road. I'm not pressed for anything. Just like if Nomura was focusing on fucking Neo, I'm happy with that shit. Take your goddamn time, whatever. If it's still ass, I'm not gonna be like Nomura. I'm gonna go to Japan and fucking kick your dog or something.
What are you doing? All right, so to end the
Final
statement,
thoughts.
final thought: don't be stressed. Get a Popeye's chicken sandwich instead. All right.
Yes, you do that.
Free sponsor.
Free
Free
sponsor.
My final thoughts is you can't censor people, so they're gonna
Yeah.
Definitely not.
take it with
Definitely
a train of thought. I mean, everything has to be. If you get a death threat and then you get another one, and then he's like, "Look, you could tell when they're serious. You can kind of tell when it's just the fucking keyboard wars." I feel, and I don't. I personally think that they're using this as more publicity than to get sympathy than actual concerned about it. That's what I personally think.
It's
Because
possible.
if it was serious, you would have heard more about it being serious.
Well,
know
I
what I mean?
mean,
Like,
they just
and
talked
again, they
about this a
might
couple
just
of days ago, but you could hear
yeah,
about this later. But it's possible. Yeah, it is possible.
and that's why, and that's the point. What I'm getting at is that I don't think they should be promoting the tension.
Mm.
They can deal with it with the police. I'm not saying not deal with it. If you think it's serious, you should deal with it. 100% deal with it. But there's other ways to do that. There's lots of different ways you can deal with this police, FBI, whatever it is. But that they have the technology nowadays to figure this out. Who this person is coming from, who this person is, are they serious, and then go from there. Don't use your publicity because you want to feel sorry for you want people to feel sorry for your company again.
Yeah, quite possible. That's true. Not gonna argue with that. All right, so those are final thoughts. Next article is Nintendo. They have announced their price for the Nintendo Switch Online service plus expansion pack membership. So the regular membership that they
I
have
heard
is
it comes with a free Mario flashlight.
Does it? Sign me the fuck up.
it's just for you. Actually, it's exclusive.
Nice, has
So
my face on it too.
Ew.
so all right, the regular membership, the
Double-sided Mario.
regular membership is $20 for the year, which allows online
Like,
gaming. It allows online gaming along with the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo emulator games and the console. So the higher
Mhm.
tier service is now $50 a year to allow the same features along with Nintendo 64 and Genesis games and the new Animal Crossing New Horizons Happy Home Paradise DLC. Whoop-de-doo.
Bro, I don't get the game though.
Yeah. So this has sparked a huge shock to Nintendo fans. Most are not happy with the value of this pricing since it's $30 more for simply getting emulators of 2 systems. Sony has free game trials and free monthly games for $60 a year. Microsoft has Xbox Game Pass. The argument is that Nintendo does not offer enough value since these emulator games were available in previous systems individually for purchase. Plus, these games can be found, free, like via emulators or if you modded your mini classics, etc. So my question is the price appropriate for Nintendo, and should they be adding any new features to offer value to make up for this $50 cost and stuff? Let's talk to the actual Switch users first, Randy.
I personally don't care because it's a year. It's not like it's just one payment of $50 a fucking year, and then you're set. You have everything you need. Yes, you could have your fucking emulator on your PC, but you have to sit on your fucking ass at home. You could fucking get your shit on your DS, but also look at this tiny goddamn screen, right? My Switch is in here somewhere. I don't know where the fuck it is, but everyone knows how big a fucking Switch is.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care if it could have been $60 a year, right? You're still getting all these fucking games. Like, how ungrateful can you fucking be to like, dude, Sega and N64. Gimme.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much a fucking copy of ActRaiser is going like solid right now, like physical.
Oh, a lot
Send-
actually.
So there you go. So I would rather pay the 50 a fucking year to have that shit on my Switch so I could play on the train, play on the fucking toilet, play in the kitchen, or God knows where the fuck I want to play. I'm gonna have fun with it. It's not that bad. People, I'm pretty sure those bitching about the Nintendo 50 a year are the same ones that have Amazon Prime like that, which is $100 a fucking year.
No,
Yeah.
it's $15 if you get the credit card.
for what
All
the
right.
first year.
No, for life, baby.
Oh, you got the credit card?
Yeah, I got the credit.
I got the
card.
credit
Send
card
password,
too.
though.
Is it? Nah, it's,
One got ripped off.
Right? Yeah, I gotta look into that
It's
shit.
only for Kevin.
Just kidding.
come
Well,
on, man.
so I agree with Randy. That's my opinion as well. I can care less. It is just $50, literally 50. It's just $50 for the year. It's not like it's $50 a month. It's for the year. I think people are kind of put off by it. I would assume because the Nintendo 64 and the Genesis systems right now, they don't have a lot of games on there. But once they start rolling out more and more and more of them, that's going to add value to it anyways. So all you got to do is just be patient and wait.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also,
No, and then
on top of that,
I don't
you
mean to
still
cut you
have to
off on
pay
this
for
one.
online service anyways if you want to play your multiplayer games.
Yeah, but there's one meme in this fucking thing of someone being like, "Oh, cool. Hopefully, it's like $5-10 more.
Mm-hmm.
$5 to $10 for all of this shit, like to be at your fucking fingertips. God
No.
no, that Nintendo will be losing out on so much fucking money.
And,
They're releasing an entire catalog that they essentially fucking Disney vaulted. Like, come
and the
on.
thing is that like it's not like I'm like biased or anything like that because like I'm a bit salty also because I paid for individual games when I had the Wii and for the DS. I paid for those individual games and they don't transfer over to your Switch. So like I'm basically have to either hope for the best and they release that stuff for these emulators, or I just don't get them anymore. And yet I'm still gonna pay $50, which I still don't mind because I think I play the Switch enough to warrant the fact that like I get to play with you guys online, Monster Hunter, Smash, whatever it may be, and then I still get to enjoy some like side games if I ever got fucking bored. Like that's it.
Yeah,
It's $50 for the year. That's not a lot.
Yeah. It's like what? It's not a crazy price, but how I felt about this topic once I heard it, I was just like, it's just this. The Patrick sleeping.
People just find reasons to complain just to complain. Like,
again, you can't make anyone happy
Yeah.
anymore. Like, it's so
My
fucking
thing,
stupid.
my thing is, you can bitch and moan about it being $50, but a game is $10 more than that. I'm like, if you could buy a fucking game, you can buy you can literally buy the thing, and you get free games for
Yeah.
like the year.
The thing is, like, if you're a hardcore
too.
gamer, you're spending $50 a month anyways, buying at least one game per month. That's let's say
If
that's
you
just
play League of Legends,
that's
fucking,
only
you're
like
spending
extreme
like way the fuck more.
microtransactions. Yeah, like all that shit. Like if
Yep.
you're $50 a year, like not a
Yeah.
big deal if you're
I-
a hardcore gamer.
I'm not bragging, but I just spent $75, and I was like on 2 games, and I was like, that didn't hurt as much. But then I'm looking at these games, I was like,
Yeah.
priceless.
Yeah, and then there's that too. It's like personally, I enjoy a lot of like the N64 catalog, so I don't
my
see it
God.
as a bad thing. Like, I'm getting my fucking money's worth out of it.
Yo, but what if they come out with the GameCube emulator?
If they
I'ma
come out with a
be in
GameCube emulator, you know it's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
60 fucking bucks extra, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm
I'm
not gonna
fine.
do that." Try to
you
get a
could-
fucking GameCube. Try to get a fucking copy of
What
Resident
if they
Evil 4 on
did a
GameCube.
Virtual Boy emulator?
What if they did a
Now
Coleco?
that's $5 to $10. That's 5 to
Virtual
10
Boy
cents.
on the
That's 5 to 10 fucking cents.
Oh my God.
Virtual Boy on the virtual
You know,
reality
actually,
fucking machines.
You
That'd
have
be
to put your
awesome.
Switch right here.
No, you know what actually would be kind of cool?
Uh,
It's gonna sound really stupid, but I would really hope that like a VR game that comes out, right, has like just a setting. Like, you know how like they have like big
Yeah,
head mode
yeah,
and like
that's
all
what I'm
shit,
saying.
like
Yeah.
That'd
another
be awesome.
just
Yeah.
one game
Virtual Boy
that you
mode.
could put it like the Virtual Boy and it just fucks up your eyes really bad.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Like just for shiggles. That's it.
I woke up and chose
Shits and
blindness.
giggles. We're flying now to shits and giggles. We're getting sued by everybody. Shits and giggles.
Just,
They just have to smack slap a warning sign in the beginning of the game, and then they'll be legally fine.
Hey, yo, bro, don't be stupid. Don't play for more than 30 seconds.
No, they need three of they need 3 of those kind of like, not how to put it. You know how before like they would give you those little things like, oh, don't play for
Flavors.
more than X amount of hours,
Yeah.
and you know, blah blah blah. It's like, don't play this. Don't play this. We're warning you now again. Don't play this at all.
You wasted
That's
your
on you.
money.
The fuck.
Danny, you got anything to say about it? Is this something you would get as
Fucking
someone that's
warning.
like doesn't have a Switch yet?
Only because I mean, oh maybe yeah, maybe I would. I definitely would actually.
Mhm.
I like the Genesis games. It's my era, so yeah, definitely. I think the logic behind why people complaining it's stupid because it's like you're paying $20 already for your service, so you're actually paying $30 only for this extra service. And if you don't want it, then don't get it.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. It's not they're not making you pay $50 for an online service plus just to get this thing. They're just saying $30 extra, you can get all these games. And then it's stupid because there's like $50 or maybe more. I don't know what it costs, but the emulators that we all, not all, but a lot of us have and been a little nostalgic. It's been the Nintendo emulator and the little Genesis thing that you plug into your TV and shit like that. That cost about $50 right there. So like you're complaining about something you probably already have, and now you have a better way to do it or better access to do it. Not
It's
everybody has
convenience. You're paying
Genesis.
for convenience too. Yeah.
Yeah, and Nintendo was the one that everybody had, so now everybody has Genesis. If they came out, I mean, they do have the Genesis one, but it wasn't as popular.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like you said, you're paying for the convenience, and it's the library's more extensive, what I seen,
Mm-hmm.
than what you get on like that little Nintendo thing. It's
Mhm.
very limited, like 20
Do,
games.
do you know? Do you know why the library is more extensive on the Genesis part?
No, I
Because
don't know why.
Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Super
Ah.
Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was there, bro.
But
Oh,
it's,
my
so
God,
it doesn't make
Nintendo
any
does-
sense to really bitch about it. And then again, it's like if you were
I'll be right back.
paying, Chensky, you were paying, I don't know how much they are, but maybe $5 for the emulators on the Switch itself. Like how much were those games before you were buying?
They run about $5 to $15 depending on which game.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
if you're paying $5 to $15 in a game, by the time you buy like maybe 5 games, you already spent that $30. I guarantee you got way more than 30 games there. I mean, way more than 5 games. So
Yeah.
the logic behind complaining about it is stupid. And again, I think people just want to complain to complain.
Yeah.
And I think they would, if they would have called it $25, they would have been unhappy. Anything over like this crazy notion of just $5, which I don't understand how they think the notion of $5 is gonna make money. You know,
I love the argument about like some people say, oh, Nintendo's trying to like price gouge us. They're trying to like be super
it's like,
super like I'm just like they're a fucking business. Like they still need to make their money.
and
When they released this, I'm not sure about the Switch, but when they released the Wii, they sold that system at a loss. Like
yeah,
they didn't make any money when they sold each Wii system. They relied on the software sales in order to make up for the money. Like Nintendo knows how to do business. Like it's not like they just made up this fucking price out of their
yeah.
ass.
And Nintendo's always been has never been the most price happy console anyway. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Like they charge 50, $60 for games that aren't worth it all the fucking time. I'm sorry, but there are a lot of games on the Switch that are not worth 50 fucking bucks. That might
Mm-hmm.
as well should be a damn near fucking indie game, but they're calling it, their Nintendo Switch game, and it should be
Yeah.
not worth it. So they've been known for that, and the Mario titles they've super been known for not discounting any of their fucking games ever.
Yes. Very true.
So this is not something that's uncommon for them to do. So why are you surprised that they're trying to make money off of Genesis when they need to recoup all of everything that they purchased Genesis? They purchased the library. They have to now make the money out. This
Mm-hmm.
is how they're making the money up. It only makes sense to me. I mean, they're offering you a service. You either buy it or you don't.
Yeah.
Simple. So,
Yeah, that's true. So Nintendo
and
hasn't
honestly,
changed their habits. You're right.
I think the $30 is them being nice because they can round it off to say $50 a year. They could have easily said pay $50 for the entire exactly $50 plus the 20. They could have said $59.99 is going to be the service for this, and all the Nintendo, all the Genesis games. People would have bought it. The same exact way they're going to buy the $30 thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just easier for you to mentally go, oh, it's a one-time deal of $50 for the year for all my Nintendo services. So,
Okay,
like,
so I have a question. Do you think that they're going to, even though I see it in the future already happening, do you think that they're going to up the price the more that they open up the like I would say categories, like let's say they add like SP, like Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, all these other things. Do you think
Yeah.
they're gonna then up the price as well?
Yeah.
And then how much do you guys think it would be?
I mean, it depends. I mean, again, it's a when you do those services, you make more money than you would if it was just a one-time thing. Like Final Fantasy is only Final. Oh,
Take a shot.
Take a
sorry,
shot.
no,
Oh,
We
you're
were,
having water.
we were waiting
I
for
want
this.
water right now. But my Final Fantasy remake can only make so much money.
Yeah.
You just try to re-release it and do all this kind of do all that bullshit you want, but it's still gonna make the bulk of the money. These services are gonna make like usually the lifespan of whatever's left of the Switch. So lifespan, they think they have 3 years before they make another one. You're gonna get 3 years worth of subscription. So once you buy that 1 year, chances are good you're gonna roll over again and not even think about it, even if you don't use it at
Yep.
all, because it's already part of the service.
Yep.
So if it rolls over once, you making double the amount of money you thought you would have with a service. So if they do add on something next year, it could be just an incentive program to get somebody to re-sign up to go, okay, I can get you for another year, but we'll charge an extra $5, extra $10 or whatever. But it's just gonna be because we have all the DS games or whatever it is, you know.
Motherfucker said DS
Yeah.
games. Give me some goddamn.
Because the thing is also they still have to spend like resources, time, money, staffing to port these games over.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as just hitting a switch. So of course that's going to cost money. So of course they would definitely raise the prices. They added a bunch more new systems and stuff. But I only see them not really going over a price point that Sony or Xbox are doing, because both of them are about $60. I think Xbox is monthly though, isn't it? I forget because I don't use Xbox yet. But Sony is $60 a year. Like, do you think they would go over $60?
TDG foreshadowing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I ordered my Xbox. I got the Halo edition, but I don't get it till November.
Listen. Nintendo can do $58.99, and we'll be fine with that as long as it doesn't hit 60.
So I mean, but they could hit 60. You don't think they'll ever do 65 or 70, like more than their competitors?
I
They have to do 69.
Exactly. Stay at 69.
Nice.
Nah, but
you got me sold.
But again, it depends on the market.
Exactly. Like if
they feel like they have a service that people are buying already, if the people are continuing to buy it, it does well, and they to add something onto it, and think they're gonna make money, they could increase the price. Everybody might bitch a little bit, but they're gonna bitch and buy it at the same time.
Mhm.
Like, these fucking people can't believe I'm making me spend as they hit the button to spend.
as you grab your wallet, just give it to the guy. Like they make me spend this $300 on top of this system. I'm like, oh my god.
Like,
See, and there's also a whole thing that it's like you don't have to pay for it. If you don't want to play the fucking games, you don't need to fucking play the games. They're not forcing you to get that fucking subscription because you don't fucking want to. I want to.
Yeah, people
fucking
who
Kevin might not, but big fucking deal.
What?
yeah,
I'm
that's
getting
the
that
thing.
shit.
It's people
No, I'm
want
not saying
this-
that. Example.
people who
Oh.
want the nostalgia,
Okay.
people who want the nostalgia feel are gonna pay for it. You know,
Yeah.
Oh.
To be honest, like I'll pay for it and probably never even touch it. It's just the fact that it's there if I ever wanted it.
He's gonna pay for it, and then 3 months down the line, he's gonna see that he got charged. He's like, "What the fuck?
What the fuck is this from?
$60 coming out of where?"
Yeah, I mean that's me. I would do that.
This is a side question. When are they gonna release the the SNES controller and the NES controller? I'm just curious. I was looking
I
it
thought
up.
they released the NES
Are they
controller
going to?
already.
Okay, but can you play Smash with it?
Yes. Yes. You
How
can.
the fuck would you play?
How do you play
It's like a
Smash on
total
an
of 6
NES
buttons.
controller?
Yeah, I think it'll work. It'll work definitely fine. Make it happen.
So you
All
just
you could do is just
can't
like
block a
neutral
roll.
fucking specials.
Yeah,
You can't do anything but taunt and throw buttons.
First off, blocking is for pussies, Kevin.
You're breaking my shit before you kill me.
No shoulder buttons.
Yikes.
Ah,
No shoulder buttons.
All right,
no shoulder
so
button.
all right, so
No
that's
shoulders, all hands.
it. So that's it for that. So yeah, none of us here on the podcast care about the price. We'll still get it regardless. So guys, suck it up. Get it, don't get it. Fuck it. Whatever.
Mhm.
So
What was it?
last
Speak with your wallet.
speak with your wallet. Exactly. Yeah. If it's that serious, speak with your wallet and
TDG
and
2021.
Nintendo will make the changes accordingly, which won't happen.
They
So,
won't. They don't.
yeah.
They won't fucking care.
Danny did make a good point. Like they not only do they never lower the prices of their game, but they never do like sales. They never do any discounts. Like it's always the same fucking price.
They do sales sometimes. They just don't
Very-
announce it.
on their first party games.
Yeah. Not
Yeah,
on the first part. Well, again, and if they
sometimes.
do, it's rare.
No, again, they really don't announce it. And if anything, it's only for like the face characters. And if anything, it's only for fucking Mario because that's like the main fucking face character for Nintendo.
Why the fuck is Mario Odyssey still $60?
Thank you.
But
They
that's the
build
thing,
it up for like
It's not
3
National
years.
Super
here's the
Mario
thing,
Odyssey
if you-
Day.
that's what I'm talking about. If you look up games like Mario Odyssey or whatever it is, bullshit games like that, Paper Mario, whatever, they're still gonna be
Some shit.
$60,
The-
and people buy it. or they
Origami
don't.
King is still $60, and I don't want to pay that.
Didn't Origami King just come out?
Nah, it came out like two years. 2 years.
2 years?
No, it's got to be a
Yeah.
year max.
I'm
No,
about to-
You were me.
no,
How you
no,
hit
no, no,
puberty
no.
just now?
No, because I'm pretty sure you mean the Color Splash one.
No, Origami King.
Origami King is the most recent one that came out for the Switch.
Yes. It can't be 2
Oh, I hit
years.
puberty just
It's
now.
got to be. It's got to be a year at the max. But
No, a couple months.
Nah,
And it
it's,
did not- and it
it's a
did-
year. It's a year.
and it
A
did
year
not.
already?
And it did
July
not
July
get.
17th,
It
2020.
did not get good reviews either. So the fact that it didn't get like
Oh, wow.
rave reviews like most Mario games do, they should have lowered that price a long time ago.
Yo, but Target gave it a 3.9 out of 5. Just saying.
Really?
Nintendo
Wow.
paid them.
Nintendo Beta. Nintendo's with Sega Genesis.
He's like,
dog.
give us a good rating, but not too good. Just a little good.
It's a little bit. It's a little
Little
bit.
All right. So, all right. The last, we're still sticking with the Nintendo topic. The last article that we're going to talk about is Metroid Dread,
No,
since we
it's-
talked about it in the
You guys
beginning.
know that Tantrum, A Tale of Shadows came out?
Tandem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Who?
That's the one with the bear
Uh,
Yeah.
and the little
The
girl.
really cute.
yeah,
cute
we
girl.
were-
Play
Oh,
with
nah.
the shadow
Nah,
jumping
keep-
platform.
Keep that
puzzle
shit
game.
away from me. So now I know, and I'm trying to erase it from my memory.
Yeah.
That game looked fun. I liked it.
That was fun.
It's
I was just
super,
surprised.
super simple.
I didn't know
Before
it
we go
came
to the
out.
next thing, what's it on?
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
know.
Fucking-
I don't know whatever
It's
other
on my wish list.
systems, but yeah.
I'm gonna check on
I'll
PC.
probably get that.
Yo, that wish list for PlayStation is a dangerous thing for me, man. It's dangerous, you
Luckily, I have this very nice family that always gives me. I don't know how much, but they give me a good amount of money, so I get to buy like 4 or 5 games.
He gets pretty
For
much free
free.
games. Yeah.
We know
Yeah,
you.
that's fine.
We know you push with your penis. It's all right, buddy. Calm down.
For my birthday and Christmas every year. And I go, oh, this is the best gift ever.
Sober Dan's like, haha, I have family. I'm still like, oh,
Yeah.
So
I have-
that's
I have
that's
family.
partially why I have like every new game. Like I have more pre-ordered already. Just waiting for them to come.
So
Nothing interesting.
Sober's like family.
he's like, my family loves me, yours doesn't. Okay.
You know what I got? Family.
Family.
Fucking A.
So I'm thinking about getting that toy soldier just to have it. Not toy.
He's
Tale
bald,
of
too.
Shadow.
Yeah,
Yo, you good? You want to say something, Oreo? Nah. Okay. Thank you.
nothing to say.
All right, buddy.
All
Jesus.
right, moving on to the next article. So the last article, we're talking about Metroid Dread. Apparently, some developers were not credited for the game. An article from IGN states Mercury Steam, the developers, have a policy that if someone has not worked on a minimum of 25% of the game, they do not get credited.
Oh,
Except for a few exceptions, such as significant creative and or technical contributions, end quote. So I don't this is my thoughts on it. I don't know why ignoring a credit to someone would hurt the business. So this is something new to me. Why is this
You
a
got to pay
thing?
'em.
Do you think everyone should be credited regardless of participation? Why do you think they would implement such a policy? Danny, what were you saying?
I get to pay him royalty.
Royalties? But that would be
Yeah.
part of a
So,
contract. That would you don't have to necessarily put that on a contract.
yeah.
You can still credit
Yeah.
somebody and not have royalties on a
Part of the
contract.
contract. Part of the contract would be if you get royalties based off you do 25% of it, and you get credited. Um, uh, a lot of times, like I know in movies anyway, like
Hmm.
you can be on, you get different pay
You're breaking up.
scales. You can be on screen on camera and not get. You can be on screen on camera and not get paid if you don't have any lines. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's how they get away with it. It's like they give you a line, up, we got to pay you, and you could be credited, but you'd be credited as
Extra.
extra number one who didn't get paid or get paid like 25. It's like a stupid. It basically don't get paid. It's like $100 and get a free meal.
Yeah, you can get flat rate pay, or you can get paid royalties, or even both, which is possible. But that's if you have pull
But that's what I'm saying. But
with
and that's what I'm
negotiations.
saying. Yes, and if you have full negotiation, then your name's gonna be in the fucking credits.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So like that, you obviously don't have pull in negotiation. You don't have pull in what you're doing. It's not noteworthy. You're not gonna get paid. I don't see the harm in it. I mean, if you did, if your contributions was actually noteworthy, then it would have been there.
Oof.
Hmm.
I mean, it's like I don't know. It's kind of silly when it's like, yeah, you worked on the game. Say, no, you gave me an idea of one of the monsters. That was it. You don't get a credit for that, bitch. Go away.
Yep.
Yeah.
It should be blue, not red. Just say.
Yeah. Well, it could have been something simple as them doing. I don't know. It all depends on the aspect
Yeah.
of what they're doing. I mean, I think if your 25% of those contributions were very or 24%
Hmm.
was very high in contributing to the game, then you can make us think about it. But
Hmm.
obviously, they're not really gonna make us think about it. I think there's just because it's Metroid. I think it happens a lot. I think it happens more than you think
Mhm.
with a lot of programmers. And because it's Metroid and it's Nintendo, they're gonna make a bigger deal out of it than they should.
I mean,
Yeah.
Nintendo or their publishers. It's not like they don't have money.
No, but how you think they keep their money? I mean, it's business. At the end of the day, it's a business. This is what it's about. You work your way up the way everybody else does. Um, you can't just pay everybody to be nice. You can't give everybody 100% full raises. Like, you're a
Hmm.
manager, right? So you can't give all you guys fucking raises for fun because they good job today. At the
You
end of
Oh,
the
just give
day,
them a
you
slap
guys have to
on
make money.
the ass, and that's it.
Exactly.
game sport.
I give him a coupon for free food. That's as far as I go.
And that's kind of my point. That you worked on the game, you can now go and tell people you worked on the game. You don't have credit rights in the actual game, but you are able to go and put that on your resume, and I'll vouch for you. No problem. There's your coupon.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys agree?
That's
Um.
I honestly can't argue with it because like I don't know the backstory to it. Like it is true. They could be because of royalties. I don't know what the contracts say, so I couldn't argue. It makes sense.
Yeah, because people sometimes GTA 4 comes to mind with this, where the voice actors, like the majority of them, they didn't get paid like a portion of how many fucking copies were sold
Mhm.
because they signed themselves to a set contract where it's like we give you X amount of money, you work with us, and that's all we're giving you. So even though a lot of people do get paid for like, hey, we're gonna use your voice, so you're gonna work with us, whatever, and you get a percentage of whatever amount of copies are sold,
Mhm.
Hmm.
right? Clearly that probably wasn't the case with them. Maybe it was in the contract that they had. We can't say for sure, but they should definitely know what it is that they're doing. If like, because it's not the first time this has happened. It's not the last time it's gonna fucking happen. Whether it's in coding, whether it's in voice acting, whether it's in mocap, you should know what it is that you're doing. Like, don't
What do you
just
mean?
settle
Like you
for
should
like
know what you're getting yourself into?
in terms of payment at least. Like
Yeah,
you should know that it's like if you want to get paid for what it is, like even if you don't get credited, make sure that you get fucking paid for it, like a good
I'm
amount.
sure
And
they
if
got
they
paid for it. They probably got a flat
no
fee
no
for their
they,
24%. They just didn't get credited, as Danny said, to get royalties.
well, I don't know. As long as they're getting paid, as long as they got paid, and as long as they're okay with it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd be okay with just the money and no fucking credit. I got paid. Fuck that.
So,
I
I
worked
mean,
there.
but the
I
thing
worked
is,
in the
the thing
game.
is, the thing is with the credit though, like that helps with your resume. That
Yeah, I was
when
gonna
you're a
say
game
that
developer,
it
that's
just hit me.
that's a big deal.
That shit
Yeah.
yeah,
was
but at the
For a
same
big
time,
for a big franchise like that.
yes, but you can still put on your resume that you worked on the game and just that
Yeah, and if you have the assets for it, then it's like
because
Oh,
if
they
you
won't
go
have the assets.
tricky.
Mhm.
They won't have the assets for it. Why would they have the assets for it?
Or fucking something about it. I don't know. Fucking, I'd record myself fucking working on the game. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's just
But here's
Sorry.
your video proof.
Well, Danny, what were you saying?
I forgot. Don't worry about it.
I'm
I'm saying that there's ways of putting yourself. You put it on your resume. I video programming, voice acting for Mario Party. I said
Mario.
it's me, Mario, but
it's
that wasn't the
me.
actual. That's all you said.
You're boy.
Whatever. And you can put that on
Mario.
your resume, no problem. And there's ways to check it out and back it up and go, oh look, this is what I did. Here's the proof.
Mm-hmm.
In case they have to, or call HR because by law, HR has to notify. Yeah, they work for us. That's
Yeah.
it, done.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's not like you can't not put it in your resume just because it's not in a credit of a game.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So
Kevin, did we hear from you?
No, you didn't.
Okay, so moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What were you saying? What were you saying? Well, what did you want to
Nah,
say?
nah. If they got paid and they didn't get credit, I'm like, it makes sense. But it's like what what Sober said. Like if you can put it on your resume, it's not that you can't. But like if you're looking for royalties because of it, I don't know why. If you already worked on the project, that should be like that should give you more motivation to be like, all right, now I could work on whatever other game. I could work on like fucking Final Fantasy 19 whenever it decides to come out or something else. And you can now that the game six is doing well, you can use that to like further your career or whatever you want to do. But I don't know if they worked on it for charity. I was like, I don't know why the fuck you working on it for charity.
Hell no, especially Metroid.
Ain't shit. Yeah, especially Metroid. I was like, I'm getting banked. I'm getting
Yeah.
75 cents, but I'm getting my 75 cents. You best believe. But yeah, I understand it, and I hope like they just they have actual discussion about this. Like yeah, like a talk about it rather than just being like, oh, I'm upset because whatever reason and blah blah blah. Like sit down and like having a talk about why you didn't get credited, and then they explain it to you. And if you don't like the reason, they at least explained it to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not all companies will do that. But it's just like that's the most.
I feel like the developers maybe like they don't they can say as much as they want because it doesn't really matter. But I'm just saying like I feel like they could have explained more as to why they couldn't get credited. Like, oh, we already paid them. That was enough. What were their contract stipulations? Were they supposed to get royalties if they got credited? Things like that. All they said was, hey, they didn't work 25% of the game. They don't get credited. And that was pretty much their policy. And that was it. It was like, okay, that's a great explanation, but that leaves a lot of questions that I'm sure, the right people, the right journalists, they're going to ask those questions and hopefully we get more information, but they could have said more.
Like what if I do like 24.99.99? Do I get the credit? It's 24%. Just saying.
Yeah, and how
But,
do they calculate that stuff
like-
too? Like, how did they quantify the amount of work that you put into it? Like,
they was like,
is
all right,
this-
so Ben Marcus Thompson, Jerry the Fourth, is fucking working on art design. And it's like I guess they'll have somebody like gauge their but then that's like a he say she say kind of thing. Like, do they have like a progression bar? You know what I mean? Like, is like their work RPG?
maybe how many assets they provided, how much
Exactly,
time they
exactly.
put in,
How many hours they put in? Like,
How
I would
crucial the assets were.
exactly. Do
See,
you
like
think?
a Samus butt shot? That's like crucial as shit.
Yeah.
Her rolling into the ball, not as crucial.
Can
right?
Samus crawl? No, but can she
No.
roll?
But
She
can
be
roll into a
rolling.
wall.
No, it doesn't matter. We need that like underworld evolution type like Kate. What was it? Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah.
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 We need that. for
Every
Samus.
time Samus died in the game too, her suit would explode and she'll go and
Fucking
her zero
explode.
suit would be all out in the open. And
Where's my
stuff.
Switch? I need to know.
I'm jamming. You know what? You know what's the only thing that doesn't make sense to me? All that happens, but her hair is still in the fucking ponytail. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, no,
It's not armor.
armor exposed, but her hair stays fine. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, of
Danny,
course.
why are you at
But
your front
her
door?
clothes stays on, doesn't it?
It does. That is
All
true.
right, there we go. There
So
you go.
why did she die? What happens? Explain.
Excessive nudity?
Yeah. Okay. Out of here. I'm out.
She dies before she
Can't-
gets nude.
hey,
Simple
If
as
you
so-
that.
can't breathe, so you have no helmet, you die.
It makes
Arnold.
sense.
Science.
Makes sense.
Science.
But why does the armor explode? I'm curious.
Because she took too much damage.
It implodes. Yeah, it takes so much damage, so it ends up
Uh-huh.
imploding, and then
And then
explodes.
she
It's
just,
like, I'm gonna head out. That's
when,
it.
when y'all see the death scene, I just want to know, like, this is. I'm taking your answer for right now. You guys are gonna see it, and I'm gonna be like, she looks like every sexy like actress
It's
when they
Sailor
get out of
Moon
the water.
transforming.
Yeah, that's
Oh wait, what movie was it? Like the red bra that she takes it off and
Not Ferris
Fuck.
Bueller. I know what you're talking about.
definitely not Definitely not Ferris.
Definitely not.
High school, not Sweet Valley High.
Sober, you're old.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
tell us.
I don't know.
The good looking woman comes out of the pool.
Out of the pool, and then like she
she's-
takes her
it's a
top
slow
off.
motion. It's an 80s or early 90s movie.
You guys aren't talking about not another teen movie, right?
No.
No, God
They
no.
did a spoof of
Okay.
it, of that scene.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't that from Wild Things?
No, not
Mm.
Wild Things.
Oh.
No. Anyways, all right.
That was the best
Randy-
pool scene I've
Randy,
seen.
start setting up the guess the game screenshots. I wanted to ask you guys real quick. This wasn't even part of the outline, but I wanted to see if you guys had seen the Uncharted movie trailer, and what were your thoughts if you saw it?
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yes, I knew it had the word "high" in it.
There we go. So now I'm gonna go pee.
Never
And
seen
I'm
that.
gonna set it up real quick.
All right.
Okay. What were you saying, Danny?
And then, I never seen that movie actually. Never saw
Oh,
it entirety
okay.
with Fast
Okay.
Times at High.
Kevin, did you see the trailer?
Uncharted? No.
Oh, you gotta check it out.
Like, the Resident Evil one was more interesting than I thought. So I was excited for that, but I didn't even know that there was an Uncharted trailer.
Yeah, they released it today,
just
which
came
is
out today.
why it wasn't in the show outline. They released it this morning. Danny, what'd you think?
I never played the game, so I don't know what to gauge it off of. It's just like a National Treasure type movie, like a classic, um, heist type crazy action movie.
Mm-hmm.
It looks interesting. It looks good. Don't get me wrong. Like, if I didn't know, if you didn't tell me it was based on a video game, I would be, oh, that seems cool. Not the best, but it seems cool.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I can't gauge it towards the video game, towards the game, because I have no idea. All I hear is my echo. Anyway, so that's why I really can't. I'm not the best judge of what that trailer is based on the game. So I think the only person here would probably be Danny, honestly, because nobody else here. So I think played the game.
Yeah, because Randy hates it with a passion. We definitely know that one.
Danny.
Yeah.
You didn't see the trailer?
Oh, Uncharted with Tom Holland?
Yeah.
I saw the trailer. I don't want to watch it. I mean,
No.
Okay. If my family watches it, I might watch it because my brother might want to.
Not a fan aside, do you think the movie looks good though? Because
Okay.
we know you're not a fan of the
Okay.
franchise.
So here's the thing. At the end of the trailer, he does that whole falling out of some shit, having to climb up whatever the fuck. That's always in every game.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling my brother today, and also his wife, like, it translates better into a movie because when you're doing it in the game, all you're doing is pushing forward. It's a
Mhm.
really kind of shitty trope because it's done in every single fucking Uncharted game where he's always dangling out like for dear life and whatever. But it's not like Assassin's Creed, like the first one at least, where like you have to direct where he's going. It's just you push forward and maybe you push forward a little bit harder, and that's it. Like you're gonna get out of it. Like
And the pipe breaks. You gotta
and you're
jump.
like, whoa, and then you push forward even fucking harder. It's as a game, it translates very poorly, but as a movie,
that's pretty
sure,
much the game.
like it might do a lot better. Yeah, it's gonna do a lot better as a movie.
Imagine
I'm not gonna play the fucking games.
Yeah.
I'll watch the movie.
I'll watch it if it's on and I'm around.
I'm still gonna
Okay.
watch it. I like the trailer, and it does a lot of references
Okay.
throughout all the games and stuff like that, especially some
The
characters
girl
that
looks
I
a
didn't
lot
know.
like the one.
Very much, yeah.
She's like fucking spitting image though.
Yeah. So yeah, they did some good references. They have some characters in there I didn't know they didn't have. The action looks really, really good. So I think as a movie by itself, I'm gonna watch it. I think as a
I'll tell you
game
this.
adaptation, I still think it doesn't hit the mark for me. But I've still seen every video game movie there is, like knowing it's gonna be bad. So this is not gonna be any different. But I do have hopes that this will still be an entertaining movie.
Your
What?
voice went weird.
Who, me?
Yeah. Okay.
Ah,
But
You just
what
have
is it?
hopes that
Oh shit! I
it'll
didn't
be
even set the
entertaining.
thing up. It's here.
that's all I said. Yeah,
Yeah.
I still have hopes that the movie will be entertaining overall, just as a movie. What were you saying, Randy?
Hold on, this thing went weird as well. I was gonna say something in regards to the thing.
Wait,
The
what?
main reason that I will watch it is for Mark
That's-
Wahlberg.
No,
You have a
no,
crush on him?
Fucking Marky Mark.
no.
Yeah.
Fuck Marky Mark. I'm
And
so
his
sick
Funky
of Marky
Bunch?
Mark.
I actually hate.
oh.
And I hate. I like Mark Wahlberg when he's in
Funny
more,
movies, comedy
well,
movies.
No. Opposite. I hate him when he's in comedies. I hate him when he's in funny movies. He drives me nuts. See how he just puts his fake white guy voice on, and it's really annoying.
You need Mark.
Hey,
You need
hey,
Mark.
hey,
Boss,
You,
boss,
No,
you need the monk
no,
deep
not the
cocky. It's
Boston,
Mark
not the
Wahlberg.
Boston. Like some of those Boston accent movies are good. He does like this fake. Hey guys, how you doing?
Have you
"Oh,
seen
like
Have you
Ted.
seen him on
Like
like
Ted.
Elmo?
like
Oh no.
Sorry, on Sesame Street. He was on Sesame Street, and it was funny because SNL did a parody of it, and they had him like going through like all these things. Like, hey, chicken, how's it going? How's your mother? Say hi to your mother for me. Hey, Elmo, how you doing? Just like going through all these fucking. It was so stupid. Alrighty, let me.
I have a question. Was Nathan Drake a bartender?
No. Well, he's done a lot of odd jobs from what they like say after he escaped the orphanage. What was that?
Mhm.
Oh, you doing it on Discord?
Oh my God, Oreo. Hi.
I get why on my phone.
you could do it on other things. It's easier on other things.
Well, he's
Jesus Christ.
his phone. I forget that his phone is.
Oh, that's right. He's
Yeah, they kind of insinuate that he's done like a bunch of odd jobs and stuff like that in the games, but they never showed him actually do any of that stuff because he
Oh,
like
so
I
he
feel like
escapes
they're
from
gonna
the
retcon
orphanage.
him and his brother though.
Well, he mentions his brother.
No, he mentions his brother,
Yeah.
yes, but they have two different stories.
Mm,
What do you mean?
mm.
Hello?
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 Yeah, it's got real quiet.
Yeah, I was like,
I said,
Danny
what?
looks awfully serious.
I said, what do you mean?
There was one of them that I think it was in 2 that they first mentioned their brother, and it was like, what the fuck was it? All I know is that one of them is that they were like on the streets, and another one was that something happened to his brother abandoned, some shit like that. I'll like look into it again,
Mm-hmm.
but they're definitely probably gonna have like a third fucking version of it. Alrighty, so I can't see anything on the fucking stream right now.
Gotcha.
Okay, hold on. I'm still trying.
So tell me if chat gives any answers.
Web. No, that's not it. I gotta set
why
up a
is
new
somebody's icon is Dora the Explorer?
That's me,
Oh.
Dora the Explorer with waves.
Yeah.
I thought I changed that.
Capture cursor. I keep forgetting that you were on Discord, so I gotta set this up again now.
Oh, no worries.
Oh man, that was good.
So yeah, every 3 weeks, it's gonna be on Discord.
Ah man, this is chaotic.
Are you willing to invest in the webcam, Dan?
Either you do or I'll get one for you.
No, I'm using my phone for it. I don't see an issue with it.
I would say get an app. There's an app that you. Oh no, you can't because then it's like
It's still gonna be the same shit.
All right.
Yeah,
let's transition
fucking idiot.
now, and there we go. All right.
All right, cool. Kevin, are you watching the thing on Discord?
Yes, I'm watching it. Oh no, I'm not watching it on Discord.
You should do it so you get like a live update.
Nice.
Okay. So,
are we ready?
Shit. Hold on. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so that's game number 1.
I think I know what that is.
Strider.
Wrong.
Shinobi.
Shinobi.
There we go.
Yeah, Shinobi.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Shinobi.
That was that stupid remake.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad
Thi-
though, but it was weird.
It was really good. First
Yeah.
off, the soundtrack fucks.
Really, I don't
The
know.
soundtrack is really good, and then the shit gets like really difficult for no reason at level 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first one is like you're introduced to it. It shows you how like to fucking wall jump and like do all the dashes.
Mhm.
And then once your sword becomes sentient, it's like okay, now the difficulty goes up. It's fucking annoying.
It was right from the start. Oh come on, this is easy, baby.
I'm varying difficulties in this one.
Oh, yeah. I know this one.
Wow.
The last one, no,
played
second to last. I know
this.
you're gonna know.
Um,
Sober.
Danny never played this.
No. Abe's Odyssey.
AIDS Odyssey. uh,
Drunk?
I can't remember the name anymore. It's
Kevin knows it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know because we talked about it before. What is it, Kevin?
this is Katana Zero,
Used to this.
Yeah, yeah,
and this is my shit.
yeah. Such a good game.
So this one was on the PSP. That's why the resolution's so like
Oh,
absolute
God.
fucking dog shit.
Jesus
Why is
Sorry
the
about
X
that.
button up there? What the fuck is that?
Was that fucking was it like SOCOM or some shit?
I was thinking this.
No,
What the fuck
Is this
did
Metal
I get
Gear
myself?
Acid? I can't.
no. Metal Gear S is the car game.
I know. I. It's just it looks a little different.
Are we all giving up?
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
I don't know
Chief.
what that is.
It's Killzone Liberation for the
Oh
PSP.
God, no,
The
I
fuck?
avoided that game on purpose.
It actually wasn't that shit, to be quite honest. All right.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
We
I
all
know
know
this
this
game.
one.
this is light, right? Yagami.
No, it's dark.
Fuck.
Darkness. Darkness
It's
falls.
the darkness.
Darkness falls, right?
No, the
It's
darkness.
Darkness.
The
Just
darkness. Yeah.
Oh,
Darkness
this
falls.
is
I'm
this
telling
the
you,
door.
varying difficulties.
This is the door to darkness, right? We already made
Door
that
to
joke.
Darkness.
Yeah,
By the way,
my
how's
watered
that drink
down
treating you?
It's good.
Uh,
I thought I'd get a
You
buzz
haven't
on this
mentioned
one
Destiny.
drink, but no. There's a
Mhm.
reason for that.
send me the recipe, please, because I like want to have it.
Okay.
Awesome. Fun fact about this game. So, the voice of the darkness. Do you guys know who Mike Patton is?
No.
Okay.
I'm about to look it up.
Do you know the band Faith No More?
Yes.
Yeah, the lead singer is the voice of the darkness.
Oh, of
Oh.
course.
Yeah,
Okay.
really strange, but
It is very random.
yeah, very random. But yeah, that's
Oh, I know this
Man.
game. I know this.
I know
game.
I know this one.
I'm excited that you know
Big
it.
tits.
Big
Tits?
Big
Tits.
Tits, the sequel.
All right,
there,
I got.
there are jiggle physics, but
This is
some nice ass tits.
It's
Can-
that clock
can I just
tower.
ask a-
It's that clock tower ripoff.
Can I ask a question before we do anything else?
Yeah.
Yes, Cammy
What-
has a skin.
No. What is the dog doing?
Just standing there.
I know the name of the game because me and Randy talked about this, and this is a game I'm actually hunting for.
It's really good. There,
It
this
is.
one. There's another game that I'm probably gonna do in my next one, but it's like dumb expensive. Had a fucking like low release because it didn't really do well.
Mhm.
But I want to get both this and the other one.
Mm,
All I
Yeah.
know is that it's probably gonna be triple digits for like the next game. So
Yep. And you're good.
all right.
Because then
So
you know-
so
I got
do you
it.
know?
I can't remember the
No, I
name.
have no idea.
No. All right, Kev.
Isn't it the Rule of the Rose?
No, that's the game that I was gonna say. That the one I was gonna put next. So I'm not gonna put that one next time. This is Haunting Ground. Rule
Haunting
of Rose
Ground, yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
similar to this.
Oh, it's the one with the kids. All right, yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I
Haunting,
remember.
yeah, Rule of Rose is the one with the kids. This is the one with the dog that you have to face. There's only 3 bosses in the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
But it's
Danny, I know
fucking-
you've
it puts you on
seen
edge,
this
dude.
game because I remember when I got it. I think I rented it, and I told you how
during
much.
the Blockbuster
How much?
days?
No, GameFly. I remember
wow.
Or you
I
buy.
told Danny about it. I was just like, yo, this is like a 3D ripoff of Clock Tower. And then he had seen like bits and pieces of it back then, but like he never really saw gameplay.
I was actually gonna put Clock Tower 3 into this one, the one where
Mm.
she's like possessed
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
killer. Yeah,
yeah.
Mhm.
Fucking that one was,
that
and
one was weird.
it had bad English dub. It was
So
terrible.
good. It was like some Capcom shit.
They must have been in there in the sauce while they were making that. I swear. Oh, come on. It's
That
Pulp
Ryan
Fiction.
Reynolds.
Is
Pulp
what?
Fiction.
That Ryan Reynolds.
Wow, I'm really bad with names today.
Yeah.
Okay, no, this I was playing this one for a bit back then, like during a couple episodes of the podcast. I think it was prior to Kevin joining too.
Yeah. You definitely, when I joined, you definitely were playing this game, and I fucking
Yeah.
hate this game.
It's what? It's so good.
No, I don't hate it for like the gameplay. I just hate that he just looks weird, and it's just like I'm like I can't get
Did you hear
into
that?
this.
This is the
I don't think he
game
likes
that
you very much.
everyone hates. Like it's a corny, bad
It's
game, but everyone
corny,
loves
yes.
it. I can't
And
remember the
I've
title.
mentioned it plenty of fucking times.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of episodes I talk
We
about
talked about it, yeah. It
it.
starts
Which, to
with
be
a
quite honest, when I
D.
do my segment, I'm probably gonna fucking do this.
Is it like D3 or D2?
No. First off, it would be it's by the same guy. It's by Swery, and you're thinking of D4, which is Dark Dreams Don't Die.
Yes,
But
okay.
that's not it.
Okay.
That D4 is episodic.
Again,
This
like
one
I
isn't.
can't remember the title though.
Kevin, you got it.
Nah, I fucking lost. I forgot the name for this one.
Deadly Premonition.
Deadly
Damn, I fucking knew
Premonition.
it.
And this
yeah.
is the one that I put like a shit ton of hours on in the fucking Switch. I think it's actually still in the fucking thing itself.
I'm about to look up how many hours you have on this fucking game.
Dude, it's fucking. I did so much for it, and I'm probably gonna play it again. No, I'm actually gonna get the sequel, which
You're gonna
apparently
Mm.
runs like even worse than the original. So that's
Oh,
cool.
They did it on
yeah.
purpose.
But also like I find personally I enjoy that because like it adds to kind of the novelty of it because it's supposed to be a really shitty game on purpose because again it's Twin
Mhm.
Peaks.
Mm-hmm.
So Twin Peaks like kind of took the piss out of a lot of things and it's taking the piss out of something that's already taken the piss. So it's just like bad overall, and that's what makes it great. Also, there's a board game for Deadly Premonition that I'm going to buy, and I'll let you guys know how it is.
We talk about why you have 265 hours on Splatoon 2. Just asking.
I don't have Splatoon.
Oh, that was somebody else. Okay,
There you go.
Wrong
wrong
guy.
person, wrong guy.
I'm either Mr. Porps or Ragnarok. Pick.
You're Mr. Are you Mr. Porps? I don't see anything there. I'm gonna find it.
Howdy, motherfucker.
Howdy. You son
What
of a
the
bitch!
fuck is this?
Ready be putting games that he talks about and then we forget about it, and
Howdy,
it just comes back like,
motherfucker?
oh my god!
I don't know what
Howdy,
game this
motherfucker.
is.
He's on a deer too.
Is this a game that you told me was sad?
Yes.
Yes.
But do you remember the name?
No.
There's 3 games to this. There's one that's a top down that isn't an RPG. This one's an RPG. This is the second one, and then the third one that it's okay, but it like continues the story and kind of like adds. I know that Sober doesn't know this one for shit.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, I don't know it either, but I remember you talking about it.
This one's Lisa the Painful.
That doesn't ring a bell at all.
I definitely remember him talking about
This one is like really early into the podcast that I spoke
Oh
about.
my
And
god!
I'm pretty sure I mentioned like soundtrack wise as well.
What the fuck is this?
It's a rabbit kicking a rabbit.
It's a rabbit kicking a rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
We were both in unison.
Oh God, what was this game called?
Come on, you got it. You got it.
Rabbit kick.
Rabbit kick.
There we go. Sober got it.
Oh, look at that.
I'll give him the point.
No, I don't preserve that. I just said it. Is that it?
No, it's not.
What to say?
I watched so many people stream this game.
Do you remember when it was in beta?
Yeah.
Dude, I was like in middle school, about to go into fucking high school when the shit was in beta.
I don't think I know what the game. I don't think I knew what the game was called back then. But I've seen this for sure.
It's old. It was like in early access for like it was in early access before early access where they just like kind of had like open areas where
Yeah.
you could like just run around and whatever fuck. Then they actually like released it, and there's a whole fucking story to it that I didn't know that like they did it until I think like last year.
That you kick rabbits, right?
You're a rabbit that kicks rabbits.
Okay, cool. I got that point. Now
Yeah.
I'm thinking that other rabbit behind him is a cat, the one like on the far right, looking like a cat, looking like a whole ass cat.
With the flowers on his head.
Yeah. But what is the game, Randy?
Are we all giving up?
Yeah.
No, I gave up.
Drunk? Overgrowth.
Oh, I really don't know.
Oh, well,
That doesn't ring a
that's
bell
what,
at
that's
all.
what it is.
I've seen the game stream. That's all I can say.
It's Overgrowth.
Yeah.
Look up like footage from fucking years ago, like easily 9 to 10 years. It's you're a parkour rabbit that the combat's pretty solid, but it's also like almost procedurally generated, so everyone is like a ragdoll even when they're standing.
Yeah.
Yo, this.
Yeah.
Kevin knows this one.
Oh yeah, I know this one. I have this game.
Do you?
Yes.
Like the
Oh, this
wow,
looks familiar.
nice.
Hold on.
Wait, no, don't.
No. I'm gonna just take it out. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I thought they were gonna show it right now. I was like,
Is
that's
this-
gonna give the
No.
answer away.
Can I guess?
The bodyguard or something?
Close.
Close.
Drunk.
It's the bouncer.
Yeah.
Bounce. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
fucking Scion in the top right looks like early Sora.
Yeah. You see?
Yeah, that's what I recognized. I
Shit.
recognized that.
Yeah, I have the fucking game. I bought this by like as a whim. It was like
Dude,
$10.
it's still fucking square. Wow, it's still square. So also, I have to take my shot because thing.
Sora.
And also, I kind of noticed that like there was this whole thing about like this being an early Kingdom Hearts, just a fan theory, not an actual thing. Only because his outfit is very similar to that of Sora's, and even the name being Scion, and there's Shion in the that's whatever. It's I'm just gonna take
Yo,
a shot.
you want to know what I wish?
I could deep dive like anything with this.
I wish this had transferred the ragdoll physics to Kingdom Hearts.
That would have been so stupid. Kev, we gotta play this one day.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have a physical copy. Just let me know when, or we could just do the.
I'll pull up.
You pull up. I heard.
All right, and now the last one.
Oh, I gotta zoom in on this.
This is what got me into Strong Ladies.
Randy,
very
you
nice.
son of a bitch. Where?
The
Okay.
fighting game?
Yes.
It's not this isn't a fighting game. This isn't a fighting game at all.
It's. I know what type of game this is, and this is a game I've been trying to find for years. I'm not even lying. Like this game alone.
They have it at JNL for I think 100.
Fuck me. I played this.
This is my childhood right here. Fucking like again, Lou Ritchie got me into Strong Ladies. Just respectfully put me through a table.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. Do you see her arms? And then do you see Edward Van Rayleigh? And Edward Van Rayleigh on the right. Then you got fucking Tenro, Tico, John Vicious, and
John Vicious.
John Vicious is the second guy. Tico is the third. Tenro Ugetsu, I think, is all the way on the right. And Abdul some shit is the one next to Lou Ritchie.
Little Richie?
So yeah. Lou Ritchie. No, not Little Ritchie.
Lou Ritchie.
So is everyone lost on this?
Yes.
Yeah, this is
definitely
PlayStation 1 game.
Oh, I got it.
What
Wait,
is
go
it?
ahead and say it. No. I had to look it up because I was finding
I
it.
thought I played it all on PS1.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, I
Trap
definitely
Gunner.
played this. Yeah,
What is
I
it?
fucking played this.
Trap
Gunner.
Gunner.
Trap Gunner. Okay.
This
Yes.
game fucks.
It was a top down kind of split screen kind of thing where you saw what your enemy was doing and you saw what you were doing like on either screen respectively,
Mhm.
and you had to go around trying to like lower their health. So in the middle of the part, it was a whole split screen thing. You had your health on the top side, the enemy health on the bottom side, just like that. Yeah. And then the face buttons on the right, the square, X, circle, triangle, that's how you set your traps. You had pickups, you had weapons, and you had to go through the entire map trying to find out where they were because the maps are relatively big for like its time.
Mhm.
There were conveyor belts, you could place traps on certain areas, whether it was pitfalls, mines, bombs, whatever it was. It was so goddamn good. And then what is it? So M is mine, G, I think that lets you see what traps are like laid out. F is a speed trap where you could throw your opponent off if they touch it,
Mhm,
so it launches them in the direction that you want them to go.
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
S was like C4, like a remote bomb.
mhm.
B is that when you set it, it was timed, and that's kind of like if you were being pursued, you set it down, and it was either like you knew that your opponent set some shit down that was either gonna like explode right then and there or later,
This is like
so it would kind of deter you.
it's kind of like a multiplayer version of Deception.
Oh,
Almost,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's
that,
my last game.
Yeah.
that was something, and I remember us talking about it way back in the day.
Because
Jesus
that
Christ.
character select fucking song,
Once I saw that, I was like, that shit hurt me. I was like,
so good. And also, the title is right next to Lou Richie's arm. Like on her screen, it says Trap Gunner on the left.
you son of a bitch.
Wow.
I was worried you guys were gonna like analyze the fucking image and like see that.
Bro, I didn't even. I wasn't even paying attention to
Well,
Lou
you could have
Richie.
made the picture smaller because I'm already squinting.
Well, you could also like get just like. But yeah, no, this game was really really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my guess the game.
That's the guess
Oh
the
my
game.
goodness.
Kevin will be doing next week's guess the game.
Oh fuck me.
Yeah. Anything else before we start closing up shop?
I'm just tired.
I'm just tired. Yeah. So, all right. So
That's
that'll
about
be
it.
it. That'll be
Tired.
it for this week's episode. Don't forget, you guys can follow on Twitch every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And you guys can follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well as all audio podcast services. Just go to thedrunkenguardian.com for all the links and subscribe however you see fit. So whatever's convenient for you guys. And just keep in mind also, I will be editing out the Guess the Game on the audio version of the podcast. So that way you guys don't have to worry about skipping it or hearing something that you can't see. And what is that? That's pretty much it. Boneless Bones has got his YouTube and Twitch channel as well. Our fighting master, Sifu.
He actually
It's
posted like
frozen.
2 days ago. No,
Huh?
Wait, what was that?
said you posted like 2 days ago, didn't you?
Yeah, right.
My video?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, what's going on, guys? Boneless Bones back at it again with these lovely people, and just wanted to say that I do also stream and have a YouTube. Twitch is Boneless Bones _ TV at twitch.tv, and the YouTube is Boneless Bones no _ TV. Love to see you guys over there. Later, guys.
And goodbye to Sober
Hi.
Guardian Danny, Randy the Ragnarok. See you guys.
Goodbye.
Peace.
Bye bye.
Adios.